Now back with Josh. Show you the muscles of the ankle. Starting off with the anterior tibialis. Okay, let's move this up. So the anterior lateral tibia, adjacent interosseous membrane, coming on down. Now remember, it falls in front of this axis, and it's going to go medial to this axis. Goes to the bottom of the foot, plantar aspect of first cuneiform navicular metatarsal. So go ahead and bring your foot up, and there you can see the anterior tib. And with the Theraband, go ahead and do that again, up and in, Josh. That's it. There's the tendon, the belly right here. Okay, so relax. I'm going to give resistance into plantar flexion and eversion. So Josh, you're going to move your foot up and in, and I'm going to just make it a little bit hard for you to do it. Give you a little resistance, okay? So first time, no resistance. Go ahead and do it. Perfect. Feel it right there. Relax. Second time, come on up. Little bit of resistance. So I'm moving into plantar flexion and eversion. One more time. On up. Good. You can palpate it in the belly, or you can follow it into the tendon. Deep perineal nerve. All right, Josh, go onto your right side, slide up, foot over the edge. Yep, perfect, just like that. Good. All right, posterior tibialis. Deep to the gastrocsoleus, so let's make believe it wasn't there. Posterior tibia, interosseous membrane and fibula. Comes around to the bottom of the foot, goes behind the medial malleolus. So it falls behind this joint axis, so it's a plantar flexor, and it falls medial to the subtalar joint, so it's a strong inverter. Okay? So again, you're going to do that motion, so just bring up like that. Good, relax. And if you want, Laura, zero in right there, you can see the tendon. Go ahead and do that. There's his posterior tib. Can't feel the belly because it's hidden by the gastroc and soleus, so no resistance. Go ahead again. A little bit of resistance. One more time. So I am moving into eversion while Josh moves into inversion. Now go on to your left side. Foot over the edge again. All right, perfect. Peroneus longus and brevis. Here's his fibular head. So here's the longus coming on down. Remember, it goes all the way over bottom of the foot. First cuneiform and metatarsal. Okay. Peroneus brevis down to that tuberosity of the fifth. So these two muscles fall behind the axis for dorsiflexion, so that makes them plantar flexors, and they fall lateral to the axis for the subtalar joint, and that makes them everters. And my hand is not big enough, so I'm going to palpate the longus up here, then I'll repeat and do the brevis down here. So Josh, you're going to move up like that, okay? Go ahead and do that. And you can see his brevis going right into the tuberosity of the fifth. Good, relax. Go ahead again. I can feel the longus. I can see the brevis. You see that tendon right there? Okay. And then one more time. Come on up. Not giving a lot of resistance. Direction of my resistance is into inversion while Josh everts. All right, Josh, go onto your tummy. All right. So the most superficial two-jointed plantar flexor is the gastrocnemius. It originates on the condyles of the femur, comes down by way of the Achilles to insert into the calcaneus. So it is a two-jointed muscle, okay? So if Josh steps on the gas pedal, that's its plantar flexion, relax. But he can also bend his knee. Go ahead and bend your knee, and that shows the action of the gastrocnemius in knee flexion. So if I want to test it as a plantar flexor, I'm not going to ask him to bend his knee. It would then become actively insufficient. So here it is. It has a medial and a lateral head, very superficial. I'm going to put my hand on the bottom of his foot. First time, no resistance. Step on the gas pedal. Okay, there it is. Relax. Second time, step on the gas pedal. Good, good. Third time, step on the gas pedal. Perfect, good. Now underneath the gastrocnemius is the one-jointed soleus. Originates on the posterior tibia, fibula, interosseous membrane underneath the gastroc. It joins the gastroc to insert into the Achilles, which ultimately inserts into the calcaneus. So the soleus is not influenced by the position of the knee. However, the gastroc is. So I'm going to ask Josh to bend his knee. Now the gastrocnemius is busy. And now I'm going to ask him to step on the gas pedal. And the gastrocnemius is no longer the prime mover, but the soleus is. Okay? So relax. Now you cannot feel the the soleus through the gastroc. You need to put your hands, notice what I'm doing. My fingers are on the side of the gastrocnemius. And again, step on the gas pedal. Good, relax. And then about the middle to distal third of the lower leg, go ahead again. And you might be able to feel it on either side of the gastrocnemius. One more time. Come on up. Either side. Now innervation. Sciatic nerve crosses the knee, becomes the tibial nerve. So the gastrocnemius, the soleus, posterior tibialis, because the bellies are all in the posterior compartment. Those are the tibial nerve. And then the everters, I neglected to say, the peroneus longus and brevis, that is the superficial peroneal nerve. KO.